My name is Taibot Marco.
I am a food blogger.
I work with One Low Television and our Vision Group.
I report for the Northern Daily News.
I'm a journalist. I work with Vision Group and I'm based in Gulu.
I represent UG Standard.
I'm a journalist attached to Radio Mega. I report from the district of Kitgum and Lamore district.
I'm so happy to be part of the first cohort of the Agroecology School for Journalism and Communicators.
This school brings together media actors who are journalists and communicators into a movement that understands agroecology and uses the information that we have given them to also write articles and influence the public opinion.
At the beginning of the school, I expected very many things. First of all, I expected to learn more about agroecology. I wanted to learn how, as a reporter, I can communicate agroecology to the entire public.
When I just joined, I had little knowledge about agroecology, and my expectation was really to know what exactly this animal called agroecology is. But now when I got to understand, my expectation is met beyond what I was having in my mind.
At the Agroecology School for Journalists and Communicators, we send out calls for application and different journalists apply to the school. We sieve them and then we get the best that we can use in a particular cohort. The cohort runs for 12 weeks.
The first day I reported for the lectures, I got a lot of new friends and we shared experiences from our workplaces, and we learned new words that made me also to use in my story writing, and it has opened the eyes of editors that I work with.
It also helped me to know the importance of practicing agroecology and the danger of using the industrial action in agricultural practices.
The main course is the online course. We introduce them to the concept of agroecology, the principles of agroecology, and the different practices of agroecology.
And most of these things have been fulfilled. First of all, I understand agroecology as a practice that puts in consideration the environment and also puts in consideration the rights of farmers.
I can stand firm and confirm that really I've gained a lot from this course. I've known about agroecology as a movement and how best we can communicate agroecological information to our people out there.
My experience at the School of Agroecology has been a journey of transitioning. Agroecology was a system that has been in existence, but I think people are abandoning it because of various reasons. But now I think it has brought me back to the traditional thinking that with agriculture we can have enough and grow and live happily. Having food, we become food secure.
What I've learned from the ecological, it's the understanding that the resources that we have can actually be used other than actually spending a lot of money on chemicals and pesticides and that kind of thing. So for me, learning that actually, for example, human urine, human feces, animal urine, the things that actually are around us, we are able to use them to actually carry out our farming practices that we need to carry out.
Most interesting is when we went for the field trip in Mukono. That was so good. I learned a lot, and I learned that you can use available resources to make a manure for your plant.
The field visit brings things to life. We will listen in, we'll watch, but when you watch, because we used to learn, it's been online, but if I visit a field and they let you know its applicability, it becomes interesting and easier. You can remember what it's all about and you can simply apply it.
There has been a big gap, and up to date we still have that gap. Communicators and journalists, they have been left aside, at the same time extension workers. Most people who bring communicators and journalists on board, these are the people who are in for conventional agriculture, whereby they go there knowing that they are going to be given some good amount of money in return.
I think why journalists are not interested in reporting on agroecology is because, first of all, they do not understand what agroecology is. Personally, I didn't know before the school, so you cannot report on something that you yourself do not understand because you're supposed to explain it to other people.
Me personally, working with media, working in broadcast, working in print, it's still a challenge. You still can't get out a story out there that explains thoroughly what agroecology means. It's simply, if you come to interview a number of people, it's about the basics. They'll tell you this needs to be, that needs to be done. That is basics. People want to know its applicability. How can they use it? Why do they use it? Understanding it in a layman's language.
I must say, journalism is a very expensive venture, especially reporting that require somebody to move places. And so the challenges that I got actually to produce my story was trying to get resources to take me to locations, different locations where I can get the farmers, the expert.
This is a very viable, a very legit movement that we are running behind. And the importance of being a voice for it. The importance of unity, the importance of having presence and influence on the social media platform, understanding the other side of it as well in terms of the people who are in GMO and industrial farming, getting that variance between both of them and understanding where we stand and why ours is truth.
What needs to be done is to ensure that some of these things are scaled, yeah? Like, is it possible to have organic fertilizers, like on a large scale? Is it possible to have organic manure on a large scale?
Journalists need regular capacity building. Not the reporters alone, editors, managers need to be regularly capacitated about the importance of agroecology, because once it is not, the whole chain will be messed up.
My next plan and what I'm doing currently, I'm back to the communities, telling people what we should do and what we shouldn't do. And currently, something like 250 farmers are now back on track.
Oh, my plans are huge. Actually, even right now I'm doing a story. I got to interview some farmer in Kaliro. He does organic farming, uses organic fertilizers, generates turkey, chicken, rabbits droppings into fertilizers. He never uses what? And he's really doing well. So I'm writing that.
I plan to engage the local community through raising their voices in the aspect of how can they really move away from industrial agriculture or use of chemicals in order to going back.
After this knowledge one, I'm supposed to go back to the field and try so hard to encourage fellow journalists to come and apply for Agroecology School for Journalists and Communicators, such that we can entail more, create awareness to the public or the small-scale farmers about the benefits and why people should practice agroecology.
In the last meeting, which is the experience sharing workshop, we expect that they are going to come with different experiences, share them, and then it is also in that meeting that we award them with certificates.